The story begins with a brief flashback to the rumors about the mansion. Pipes of ancient residents murmuring about the haunting of the Veils and whispering secrets about long-hidden disappearances. There is also shaky footage from an old tape that shows Lucas's grandfather leaving the mansion in a panic, with his voice whispering, "Never touch the Veils." The riddle of the seven veils. Upon entering the mansion, the group is greeted by an eerie silence, where even the slightest noise echoes in the dusty corridors. The wooden floor creaks under your feet, and the smell of mold and rot seems to permeate the air, creating a suffocating atmosphere. Lucas tries to reassure the group, but he himself feels there is something wrong. They all hear a low whisper, almost as if breathing, "You shouldn't be here." As the clock strikes midnight, the group sees the first veil slowly floating towards them, almost as if alive. The friends are in shock, not knowing what to do, but Rafa, defiant, approaches the veil and tries to touch it. The instant Rafa touches the veil, a disturbing vision unfolds before his eyes. He sees an ancient woman being carried away by darkness, shouting the name of someone he cannot understand. The scene ends with an agonizing scream. As the others watch Rafa in a trance, a scream echoes through the mansion, and the lights of his lanterns flicker until everything goes dark. When the light returns, Rafa has disappeared, leaving behind only his mobile phone lying on the floor. Everyone panics, and Isabella begins to cry, saying that she saw a shadow take Rafa to another place. Anna tries to calm the group down, but her voice falters. Lucas decides to take Rafa's cell phone to try to understand what happened, but the device shows only a distorted image with dark figures and a shadow of a veil. He promises himself that he will find his friend, but he also feels a growing guilt that he is the one who convinced them to enter the mansion. The group begins discussing whether to move on or leave, but as they argue, another veil appears in the background, silently moving towards Isabella. Isabella feels an icy presence close to her, and before she can react, the second veil touches her, triggering another vision. She sees a dark ritual taking place in the halls of the mansion, where hooded people offer sacrifices, and a dark entity watches everything from afar. When Isabella returns to reality, she is in a state of shock, babbling about a sacrifice, and tells the others that the veils want an exchange. They must offer someone so that another can leave. Panic grips everyone, and Isabella begins to show signs of possession. Her voice changes, and she begins to speak in an ancient language. Lucas and Anna try to hold her, but Isabella disappears the moment the veil completely touches her body. Now only Lucas and Anna remain. They decide to go down to the basement in search of answers, where they find old photographs and dusty documents. Among the papers, Lucas finds a letter signed by his grandfather that reveals secrets about a curse of the seven veils. The letter explains that each veil imprisons a soul seeking revenge, and that only those connected to the city's past can be taken. Lucas realizes that his grandfather survived because he made a deal with the mansion entity, vowing never to reveal the secrets. Anna suggests they move away, but Lucas is determined to stand up to the entity to save his friends. Currently, the remaining veils appear and begin to surround them. One of the veils reveals the disfigured face of a female figure who stares at them with dark, empty eyes. The figure begins to talk about how Lucas' family must pay the price, accusing them of being responsible for the evil plaguing the mansion. Lucas, terrified, confronts the figure, demanding to know what his family has to do with it all. The entity explains that their bloodline made a dark pact decades ago, offering innocent lives to maintain their fortune and power. Luke realizes that to end the curse, he will need to destroy the last veil, the final guardian, even if it means sacrificing something precious. Aina suggests that perhaps the sacrifice the veils ask for is the mansion itself, which needs to be destroyed in order to free the imprisoned souls. Together, they plan to burn the place down, but before they can, Anna is taken away by the seventh veil, disappearing before Luke. Desperate and heavy-hearted, Lucas uses a match and sets fire to the mansion. As the flames spread, he sees the souls being freed and the veils disintegrating, taking with them the agonizing cries of the entity. In the end, only Luke survives, but he carries a piece of one of the veils, which was given to him by the entity as a reminder of the broken covenant. When he returns to the city, everyone looks at him as if something is different, as if the very darkness of the mansion has passed to him. Suddenly, he feels a presence, and as he looks around, he sees Anna's reflection in the mirror, as if she's trying to get back. You shouldn't be here. Enjoy, share, subscribe, and leave your like. Help us grow with more creepy stories for your entertainment and horrifying scares. We at United Anime Toons channel appreciate it.